So in this lab, we will implement self-service password reset in Azure. Okay, so let's go first in Azure AD and let's go in our license because I need a license to do that. Okay, so I need, a P1 and a P2 license. So I'm going to go here on all product and I'm going to click on try and buy. And I will try my Azure AD. So I'm going to go here and I'll do activate. Okay, that's good. And I can go after to all product, okay? So I'm gonna wait a minute, I must wait here, and you will have your new product, okay? You must wait because it can take some time. So I'm gonna refresh this page 3-4 times and skip for now. Okay, and I will see that if my license here, I have now this one for 100 user available. So I think it's for 30 days. So I can click now here and do assign, and in the assign license I'm going to select add user and groups, and on the add user and groups page I'm going to search for admin. Okay, so this is it, admin. I'm going to select it and say select, and I will do review and assign. So that's it. So this is necessary in order to implement Azure AD password protection. So I'm going to do review and assign. So now I'm going to go back to Azure AD. So I'm going to go back to Azure AD license here. Go back to Azure AD. So where is Azure AD? That's it. And I'm going to go in the password reset. So here, this is fantastic product. Okay. So here he hasn't seen my new because normally you don't have this message here. So I think that I must first log out, sign out and sign again, and go back to my admin and type my password. It can take some time, and I'm going to go back to my password reset. That's good. Now, and I'm going to go back on my password reset here. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to go in Azure AD and I'm going to go on my password reset, and normally I would not have, I still have this. Okay, so yeah, I need to wait a little. Let me be sure that I did the good thing here. Let's go here, let's go on the license. You can have it also here, the license. Okay, so if I go on my user admin, I'm going to check the license to be sure. And here I have the license. I'm going to see okay, I have it. So I must wait. Okay. So I'm going to log out and log in, and then when it's okay, we'll finish the lab on the password reset. Okay. So it's taking a lot of time. Okay. So before that, what we'll do is that we will come back here, but we need first to enable password writeback. Okay, this is very important. So remember that, of course, if we change the password here, it must be right back here. Okay, so we do that. So we're gonna go in Azure AD here. Okay, so I'm gonna go back here, and I will go on AD Connect. Okay, so go here. I will go on my here AD Connect, and I will go on Azure AD Connect, and we'll add the password back. Okay, so we'll click on Configure here. And on the additional task, I'm going to select Customize Synchronization option. And I will do Next here. So on the Connect to Azure AD, enter the username and password of the global admin that you created before. So this is the admin. I'm going to type my password. You need to verify that I'm a global admin. And I click on Next. Okay, so after that, on connect to your directories, I'm going to do next because all is okay here. And on the domain OU filtering, next, because I say that I'm going to take everything. Okay, but you can see here that you can select what you want. Okay, but I'm going to seek all domain OU. So I'll click on next. And now on the optional feature, I'm going to select password writeback. So password writeback is required for the self-service password reset of Active Directory user. This auto password changed by user in AD to sync to AD. Okay, so I will do next here on the ready to configure. I'm gonna see the list of action to be performed, and I'm gonna say click on configure here. So he will do all this, and I click on configure. When it's finished, I will be able to click on exit, okay, to go out. Cool. So now I can click on exit. So now let's do something very nice. Is I don't want to do ADFS, but I want to configure pass-through authentication. So I'm going to go back to my AD Connect here. Okay, so this is a nice way to do authentication, okay, and to use pass-through authentication on-premise. So here I'm going to click on configure, and here I'm going to change user sign in. I'm do next here. I'm going to type again the password, and I'm going to click on next. This is the domain, okay? So of course this is okay. This is the and here I have ADFS pass-through authentication. So pass-through authentication enable Azure Azure Active Directory to authenticate using your on-premise identity. So this is very nice, okay? Pass-through authentication. And I will click on next here. And now I have, the signing page here. Okay, so in the SSO, I will of course do that. So enter a domain admin account to configure your on-premise first. Okay, and I'm going to type enter credential. And I'm going to tap administrator here and my password. Sorry. That's it. And I do OK. And now I will do next here. And I will do configure. And same thing, when it's finished, I will click on exit to go out. And we will verify after pass-through authentication. You will see it's amazing. I'm going to do configure here, and when it's finished, I will click on exit, okay, to go out. Okay, so remember that you do exit now. So we're going to verify pass-through authentication, okay? We're going to go back to Azure AD here. Let's do a small refresh one time. And we'll go in Azure AD here, and we'll select Azure AD Connect, okay, remember, here. And on the Azure AD Connect page, review the information under Sign In. And under Sign In, select Seamless Single Sign In, okay, this one. Wow, this is fantastic, seamless. And on the Seamless Sign In page, note the on-premise domain name. So let's go back now to the AD Connect page. So maybe I close it, AD Connect. No, this is ID Fix. So let's go back to my, okay, to the right one. Okay, and I'm going to go back to Azure AD and Azure AD Connect. So I'm going to go on configure here, and I will go on my, of course, pass-through authentication. So user sign in here, next. That put my password. Okay. And here I have my pass-through authentication here. Okay, so I did it here. Okay, so all has been done correctly. And you can see the agent that there is only one agent. Okay, if I click on pass-through authentication here, you can note that this one has this agent. So to install the agent on multi-server in your infrastructure, you can download its binary from the password notification page and install it on another server. Okay, so now we'll install and register the Azure AD Password Protection proxy services on your DC. Okay, so I will go back on my Microsoft download website. I'm going to browse for Azure AD Protection for Windows Server Active Directory. Okay, so let's go here and go here and type this on Google. And I'm going to download the AD Password Protection Proxy Services. So AD Password Protection Services. So AD Password Protection Services. Okay, so I need the good one, and I will install it. Okay, so this is it. Download AD Protection for Windows Server, and we'll download it. Okay, so click on download, and here on the Windows page, I'm going to select the Azure AD Protection proxy setup and the agent. And I'm going to click on next, and he will download the two for me. Okay. And now I will do allow, of course, and I have the 2.1. Okay. So we recommend installing the proxy services on a server that isn't a domain controller. And in addition, the proxy service should not be installed on the same server as the AD Connect agent. So you will install the proxy services on SEA SVR1 and the password protection DC agent on DC1. So first of all, I need to go in PowerShell and I need to unblock the file. Okay, this is important. Okay, so I'm going to go here on my 81 and I'm going to unblock it. Okay, so I'm going to go and download, and I will unblock and unblock the file. Okay, so I'll do that. Okay, depass the file and I will unblock it. Okay, this is important. Okay, so now I'm going to create a CTOM directory on my server. I'm going to copy the Azure AD Password Protection Proxy Setup MSC in this folder. Okay, so first let's create a new item. Okay, so I'm going to create a directory. So it's going to be a type directory here. Let's put it in bigger size because maybe it can be a problem if you don't see everything. So I'm going to create this folder. Okay, so I just created that in this server, of course, and I'm going to copy the proxy setup. Okay, so the download to the destination I just created. Okay, so I will do a copy of all that. So let's do that. So copy item. I'm going to set up here in my temp directory. Cool. And now I'm going to invoke the command. Okay, so I will install it. Remember that I install everything on this server. Okay, on this server here. So remember that we install the proxy on this one and the agent on my DC. So now I will invoke command to start the installation of my MSC with quiet. Okay, and I will create a log if I need it. Okay, so this is very nice. So I do everything remotely. Remember that it's a server core. So I'll do here, sorry. So let's do it again. Let's do a copy here. And here I have an invoke command, the name of my computer, start process, the MSI here, /quiet, and the log will be in install log if I have an issue. And I'm going to do a wait here. And he cannot find the file here, so just to be sure, copy item. Let me just be sure that he did a copy, okay, because sometimes he doesn't wake up. Yes, I'm going to check that he did a copy here on my server here. Okay, so that's my user profile and the destination here. Okay, just to be sure that I have something over there. So I'm going to go to see if I have something on this server. and I will go on my C dollar, and I will do tab, and I will do tabulation, and I will see the temp directory. Okay, so temp. Okay, let's see temp. Okay, oh sorry, I didn't do it correctly. So you know, I'm gonna do it directly by here. It's gonna be better. So let's go in the server, SSPR1, and go and see dollar, and let's see if I have it here. Yeah, it's here. So it's working correctly. I have another problem here. I think I know why. Let me just check my issue that I have. Yeah, it's not a good extension here. So here it's the X. Okay, so because here you see I copy the Azure AD Password proxy setup here. Okay, and here's MSI. So of course he's waiting for execution file. So let's change it. Okay, that's better. Let's run it. Okay, so he's doing the work. Okay, done. Now let's create a new temp directory on my domain controller. Okay, so same thing. I do it now on my DC. Okay, so this is the first one. That's good. And I'm going to copy my my Azure AD protection DC agent. Okay, so it's going to be the MSI for that. And this time I think it's good. So I'm going to do a copy item of the right file, of course. So copy item, and this is my DC agent here. So I copy that to my DC. And now I can run a silence. I'm going to do a quiet QN. So I don't want to display anything here. So script block DC1, and this is the good one. Okay, MSI. Okay, this time. So let's run it. And he did the work on my DC1. Wow, fantastic. After that, I must restart my DC1. This is very important for the agent, okay? And after, I'm going to do a get service to be sure that all has been installed correctly. So let's do a restart of my DC1. So if you see here, he will restart it, okay? So you will see that you will have a message that he's restarting. Okay, I must wait now that he's finished. Let's go back to my 81. Okay. Okay, just wait a minute. So let's see if my service now, if you have your service. So first I'm going to see on my SV1 if I have my proxy with registered, okay, correctly. So I'm going to do a get service, okay, just to be sure that all is okay. And normally my service Azure AD Password Protection proxy must be okay. So yeah, he's still, maybe doing some work. So, and after that, I will have normally my service, and I can say that this service has been correctly started on this server. Okay, I'm going to check that the Azure AD Password Protection proxy is enabled the services on my SEA SV1. Okay, so I can see it's enabled here, and I will do the same thing on my agent on my DC. Okay, so sorry, excuse me. Oh, I'm doing a stupid thing actually on my computer. Oh, gosh. Sorry. So, so let's do the same thing for my the get service on my DC one. Okay, let's do Control C. Oh, doesn't work. Let me do it again. So I'm going to see if all is okay on my DC. And that's better. Okay. So now let's go and do a rerouting on my SSPR1, okay? The one where there is my protection, my proxy, okay? So I'm going to do that. And now I'm connected to my server here. So I need now to register the proxy service with the global admin, okay? Remember the fully qualified name. So I will type this command here. Oh, sorry. So I'm going to type the following command. and I need to change it with my global admin here. So I'm going to go here, and I need for my proxy to be able to talk to my Azure AD account here. So it's this one. Okay, I'm going to go back here. I'm going to do a copy. So it's very simple. Okay, so I'm just do a copy like that. And that's it. Let's put it nicer. Okay, that's good. And as instructor, you will open another Microsoft Edge windows, and you can browse to Microsoft device logging. And then when prompted, you enter the code included in the message that you displayed before. Okay, so if I do enter now, okay, he will tell me to type this code here. So I'm gonna open now my Edge here like that, and I need to enter the code that I have here. Okay, so the code is this one. Okay, so I'm going to do that, and I'm going to go back to my Edge server, and I need to enter the device authentication. Okay, and that's it. It's very simple. So if I go back here, he told me to pick an account here, and I'm going to select this one, and I will click on continue here, and you can see that it will work automatically here. Okay, this is important. So you will see that this so after the register, you will have the it's going to come back to your screen here. Okay, yeah, so this is good. You may close this windows. Thank you very much, and it's finished. Okay, so now that I did, so I authenticate the global admin with my proxy. So now I'm going to do exit here, and this time I'm going to do a remote. I'm going to do a remote session, but on my DC1. Okay, I do everything remotely. This is amazing. Okay, now on my DC1. So I will do the same thing here for my, this time I will do it for my Azure AD protection, the agent, remember? So let's do the same thing. Let's go here. Let's go with my, on this one. And I now to this one, like this, enter. He will create for me a new, okay, so this will be the good one. And let's go now again to Microsoft device login, okay. I will have to come back here and to put the code here. Copy and paste and select the right and this one and do continue here, and that's it. And now I can close these windows and go back here to see that he did the work correctly. Cool. Okay, so I'm going to do exit now, and the last one is to enable password protection in Azure. Okay, now I can do it. Okay, so now I can go back to my security here. So I go in home. I will go here on my Azure AD, and I will click on security, all down, and in the authentication method here. Okay, so in security, in the authentication method here, I will go here on password protection. Okay, so and I have here password protection. And on the password protection here, okay, password protection, remember, I can change the slider to unforced custom list to yes, okay. So unforced custom list here, yes, okay. And I will type some banned password, okay, so just an example. So I can say, for example, I don't want the user to put like Contoso. I don't want the user to put like London. Okay, it's some example that you can do. And I will enable the password protection on Windows Server Activity. It's going to be yes here, this one, see? And I'll do save now. And that's it. you did a job. Woo, that's fantastic. Thank you so much. And after that, we will start a new lecture. Ciao, ciao, take care.